I'm now going to make a Jenigami Toadstool. I have a few different examples to show you here. This is the coloured version that comes on the CD. This is a lovely version that Diane's made, where she's actually enlarged the template. And with this one I've just made a simple stepper card, and I've put one inside there with an owl on that I got from some graphics that I had. And that one's obviously made for a new brownie who's just joined. For this template you need 6 main parts. 3 parts have a single slice at the bottom and they've got 4 going along the top, and these 3 parts have 2 at the bottom and 3 at the top. You've then got 4 extra sections that just go around the edge of the toadstool. This main section is my one in the centre here that I've actually attached a little bug to. You don't have to do that at all. You can put a butterfly there, you could put an owl there, you could use whatever you wanted, or you could just leave it as a plain toadstool. If you are attaching something to it, then start off with that section. Then take one of the other sections with a single slot at the top in the middle and use them to go right into each other. What you then want to do is you want to look for your one with your little door and your window, and you want to put that one of the edges so that it can be clearly seen. So I'm just going to slot that in the middle over there, and then I'm going to take the other one with a single slot at the bottom and put it over the other side. You now have 3 going in one direction and 1 going in the other direction. You then have these 2 parts that have both got 2 slots at the bottom. One of them has got the little shape for a little caterpillar to crawl up the side of the toadstool. I'm not sure if you can see that overly well there. We want to add this one on going in this direction here. To do this we're going to take the single slot at the top here, and it's going to slot right up the bottom of this toadstool section in the middle here. We're then going to take the bottom here and we're going to slot it into the long slot at the side of the toadstool to the left of it, and then exactly the same to the right of it. Just fold it to make sure it's in properly. So we now have 3 going in one direction and 2 going in the other. We're now going to add the remaining large section in exactly the same way. This top middle slot is going to go into this bottom slot from this middle section here, and then these 2 bottom slots here are going to go over these long slots either side here. Add bottom one, in there, and then overlap the slots at either side. As per usual, you do have to bend your paper to do this, but it is just paper and it is able to bend quite easily. Once you've added parts, it's always a good idea to fold your template flat in both directions and push everything just back into place, and then it stands perfectly. You could, if you wanted, leave it like that, but I've decided to add an extra layer to mine just to give you the extra parts around the edge of the toadstool. For this, I'm going to take one section with a single slot at the bottom and 2 at the top, and you look for one of the edges that has the alternative single slot at the top and 2 slots at the bottom either side. You want to slot this one over at the top and then bend the card to slot under either side of it. So you're just weaving it into place either side, like so. I'm going to go around the other side and do exactly the same. So the single slot at the bottom is going into the slot at the top of the toadstool, and then just weaving it in either side. We now just have the 2 sections left, this section here and this section here, and these will match the 2 remaining parts. Now these are the opposite, where you have a single slot at the top and a slot at the bottom here. It goes up there and then just weaves over either side. Like so. And then again on the other side, under at the bottom. Weave over at either side. And then fold flat to make sure that everything's nicely in place. And there you have your completed Jenigami Toadstool, which as per always folds perfectly flat for posting.